We have been very encouraged by the business since we reopened in June. We've had some regulars develop. Mar's here every morning. Mar Jimenez works for me now. She's here every morning at 8, and she sees a lot of the same faces every morning. And then we have the tourists that stop in, either from Douthat or the ones that are driving by on 64. And so we're seeing the good tourist traffic, which we had hoped to make a part of our following.
What kind of hours of operation do you have?
Well, they've had to vary a little bit. Steve's had a tough year. Everyone's had COVID. Steve's also had a heart attack and some bypass surgery, so he's had a tough year, and I've had to be home taking care of him, and I had some illness. So Mar has been here for as much as 5 weeks all by herself.
We've jockeyed around the hours.
So we put on, yeah.
Judy figures them out, but
yeah.
Because of the conditions and what's going on.
Everybody's glad to have you here. I know
we have, so we've shortened them a little bit. We're not open quite 7 days a week because I'm not quite back to normal, but we're 6 days a week, guaranteed to be from 8 to 1 and some days later. Saturday is usually until about 2, but again, it depends on how much energy I have at the end of the week. And Sundays I'm trying to be open also, but we have the 6 days guaranteed 8 to 1 because Mar is just taken on such a responsibility here, as if it's her own. If you know Mar Jimenez, you know what a hard worker she is, and I just feel we're so lucky to have her. But we have to teach her more about coffee mills.
Well, we know you're looking forward to the ribbon cutting, so thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you being here today for the grand opening that's been not a long time coming, but it was
almost a year.
Slightly delayed grand opening, but we are so excited to celebrate with you. Judith, you've got such a wonderful passion here for the coffee shop and Caffe Museo and all of the beautiful coffee grinders that you all both have on display here. And so we're excited to celebrate with you. So we appreciate you being a chamber member. We appreciate the investment, the significant investment you've made here in downtown Clifton Forge and in the Alleghany Highlands, and we wish you much success in the future. So thank you so much for this investment. So at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Erin Harrison, who's the president of the Chamber Board.
Hi, Judith. We are so happy to finally be able to have this ribbon cutting with your beautiful coffee museum and your artwork. Not to mention all the beautiful African violets you have in here.
Yeah.
So if you need anything from the chamber, please call us, get in touch with us. We are more than willing to help you and Stephen with anything that you need. Thank you.
And Tom Seibold is going to say a few words on behalf of the City of Covington.
Beautiful, just beautiful. I came in today and started looking around and just amazed at what I was seeing. Congratulations on excellent job getting everything together. Sorry I haven't been here sooner. I think about you every once in a while, just hadn't made it down here. I drink a lot of coffee, so I will.
It's been a tough year for people to get over here. We understand, but we look forward to
if anything I can do, or you need something from the city of Covington, I usually try to steal somebody from Jeff, so we probably find the building. No, congratulations.
Thank you.
Everything looks really nice.
And Jeff Irvin's going to say a few words on behalf of the town of Clifton Forge.
On behalf of the town of Clifton, congratulations for your beautiful facility. It's wonderful in here, beautiful. I ride by and smell the coffee. I see people sitting on the sidewalk. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And thank you for moving to Clifton, bringing your business to Clifton. And anything we can do, cancel, or town manager, I'm sorry. Just let us know.
Yeah. I think of it as the city. That's what
I'm old-fashioned. I remember it when I was sitting. Thank you.
And Joan Van Orstal is going to say a few words on behalf of Alleghany County.
From over in the back here.
Judith, I want to congratulate you on the courage that it took to open a business and persist during this time of COVID. And as these folks did, if there's anything the county can do to make this easier, well, I'll try and put some pressure on people to come drink your coffee and enjoy your beautiful milieu ambiance here. It's just great. So, congrats. Yeah.
And Terry McClung's going to say a few words on behalf of the EDC.
Congratulations, Judith. Appreciate your investment here on Ridgeway Street and for the Alleghany Highlands. And I know it's been a rough road for you and a lot of hard work, but you have this place looking amazing. And you know where to find me if you need it.
Yeah, I do.
Always here to help.
Thank you.
And I think this is one of the businesses in our community that's really showed the resiliency of small businesses throughout the Alleghany Highlands. And again, we appreciate what you've done here. And Judith, would you like to say a few words and introduce a few people?
I wrote stuff down. I will mention in response to all of your comments that this was an idea that Steven and I first had 10 years ago. And we weren't even quite here yet, and it was already forming that, gee, we should do something. We had 300 coffee grinders in our collection, and no one was seeing them. So we should make a museum and share them. And so we first had the idea 10 years, and which I would say probably 3 years of seriously thinking that Clifton Forge was the place, and we would do it. I formally also want to introduce Mar Jimenez, who has kept it going while Steve went through his heart attack and so on, getting it fixed up. And the time that I was out, both with him and for an illness, and Mar was here opening and keeping it going, and I think attracting more customers and certainly increasing the ambiance and keeping the plants alive. So, I mean, she is the one with the green thumb. My phone's ringing.
I'm calling you.
You call me. We have certainly do want to welcome you all and your friends too to the only antique coffee mill museum in the Americas, I find. There's not one in South America now or Canada. And Stephen and I have collected these for 30 years, and we went after them pretty avidly to even amass this many. But as I said, no one got to see them until we got this going. The oldest mill dates prior to 1700. The newest that is over on this side around 1960. So we do tell a story, and that's our goal here, is to tell the story of how people, cracked the bean. And I wanted to share my knowledge. I am a teacher, and get the coffee grinders out there, and people come in and say, my God, I had no idea there were so many. Once we decided on Clifton Forge, I really zeroed in on it because we knew this would be a destination. It would draw tourists here. People would stay a little longer in our town, and that this would be one more piece of good food in a town, and antiques, in a town of arts, antiques, and good food and beverage. The art is what Steve has collected and added to it, and we just feel that we've got a pretty good oddball thing going here. But we have a perfect fit for Clifton Forge. Now, the number of people here exceeds our COVID-safe serving limit, and I thank you all for wearing masks for both of our sakes, for our health. So we're not serving, but I did put out cards that you can take with you, bring back anytime, and have a beverage of your choice and a biscotti. And I don't have too many now, but Linda's biscotti that supplies me is fabulous. She uses her Nani's recipes, and Nani knew how to make biscotti, and so does Linda. So that case will also be full of her biscotti, and they are great. I thank you all for coming in and helping us to celebrate this almost anniversary and to celebrate the opening of our museum in this town, and really, you know, achieving a vision that we've had for a while. So thank you for coming. We look forward to seeing you back again, even if it takes a long time, Tom. It's all right. I know how far Covington is. I drive over here every day.
Again, congratulations, and we would like to do a photo op, so what we think we're going to do is line up diagonally, if that's okay, so we can get a few of the coffee grinders.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab one.
What's up? Smile.